Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I will be doing this glowy sort of radiant everyday makeup look, and in today's video I have also collaborated with Rimmel London Australia, so thank you so much for sponsoring this video. I have tried out their new Wake Me Up Anti-Fatigue Foundation and also their concealer and their Insta-Fix and Go setting spray. I'm honestly so happy with how this look turned out. It's super easy to achieve, so if you would like to see how I created this look, I also added a little bit of freckles at the end because I wanted to experiment. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. So first up, I'm going in with primer. Obviously this is just a pore filling primer and just putting that evenly all over my face. Then I'm just going in with the Dipbrow and filling in my brows. I'm sure you've seen me do this plenty of times, so I won't go into much detail. But yeah, basically I just start on the tail and then work my way up to the start of the brows and just kind of give them a gradient type look. Then just using the Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer. This one's in the shade Ivory, and just using that to sculpt out the brows. I always do this to my brows just because I feel like it gives it more of a defined look. So I just grab it on a concealer brush and just run it above and below the brows. Then I'm going in with the Rimmel London Insta-Fix and Go setting spray, which actually acts as a primer and a setting spray in one to obviously help your makeup last longer throughout the day. So you can actually spray it on before foundation and after. Then going in with the Wake Me Up foundation. I'll leave the colors that I use listed down below. The one on the right is actually their new formula as opposed to the one on the left, which is their old formula. So their new formula one has the anti-fatigue and vitamin C in it. So make sure you look for the bottle on the right. So I'm just dotting that all over my face first, and then I just go in with a beauty blender. So basically this foundation aims to reawaken dull skin, which is amazing. They have a new formula enriched with vitamin C to brighten the skin. The formula actually has radiance pearls that helps eliminate signs of tiredness, which is perfect for those days where you've either had a big night or you just wake up feeling dull. And I definitely would have to agree with that because it did really make my face feel really radiant and glowy, but still had that coverage that everyone needs and wants. I just realized I said beauty blender before when I meant makeup brush. Sorry guys, but what I'm doing now is I'm just pressing that into my skin just so it's really absorbed into my skin and not sitting on top, because there's nothing worse than having cakey foundation. So yeah, I'm just really pressing that into the skin. Then going in with the Wake Me Up Anti-Fatigue Concealer, I use the shade Ivory, which I believe is the lightest shade. This formula is also enriched with vitamin C and it brightens the under eyes amazingly. I have never found a concealer that has the coverage and actually brightens up the under eye area as well as this concealer. I've been using this for a couple of days now, just in my everyday makeup routine, and I've got to say I'm absolutely loving it. I don't like using full coverage concealers underneath my eyes on like a day-to-day basis just because I feel like it feels heavy, but with this concealer it still has the coverage to cover like under eye circles or if you're tired, but it also illuminates as well, which is amazing. So yeah, I'm just blending that out with my damp beauty blender this time. This time I'm using a beauty blender. And then onto the rest of the face, I'm going to do a little bit of cream contouring. I'm just using the Hoola one, which is relatively new, and just popping that on the places where I would typically contour. So in the hollows of my cheeks, around my jaw, a little bit on my forehead, down the sides of my nose, underneath my lip, and then I go ahead and blend it out. I don't bake underneath my eyes on an everyday basis, so usually what I do is I just get some translucent powder on a brush and just really press that into the under eye area, and it seems to set it well throughout the day and doesn't crease. And then I'm just setting my eyelids as well, just in preparation for a little bit of eyeshadow. Then taking the Benefit What's Up highlighter, I'm just using that on my finger, just applying that onto the highest points of my cheekbones, cupid's bow, down the bridge of my nose, and a little bit on my tip. And then I think I put some underneath my brows as well. And just to intensify the contour, I'm just going in with the powder Hoola and just going over my cheekbone area. Then going in with the Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette and just going in with that first shade and just applying that directly over the top of the other highlighter just to intensify it a bit more, because let's be real, who doesn't want a blinding highlight every day? Then going in with the Rimmel Stay Matte Translucent Powder, I'm just using that on a brush and just running that just directly underneath the contour just to define it a little bit more. Then taking this Violet Voss Pro eyeshadow palette, taking that warm toned brown and just using that in the crease as a transition shade. Then taking the Benefit What's Up highlighter again and just putting that all over the lid and blending it out with my finger. Then taking the Huda Beauty palette again, just taking that shade and just popping that straight over top. Then taking this warmer toned brown shade and just also popping that into the crease just to give it a little bit more definition. And also placing that underneath my eyes just to smoke out the lower lash line a bit. Then taking that same highlighter from the Huda palette and just putting that in my inner corners. Then taking the Rimmel Scandeleyes Reloaded Mascara and just coating the top and bottom lashes. Then I'm just taking a nude lip liner and obviously lining my lips. Then using the Rimmel Kate Moss lipstick in the shade 42, one of my fave nudes, and popping that on my lips. Then over top, I'm going in with the Rimmel Oh My Gloss. This one's actually clear, but because I always mix it, it turns a different color. So I'm just putting that on top. And then to set the face, I'm using the Insta-Fix and Go Spray, which actually smells so amazing and is so refreshing. So for those wondering how I got the little freckles, all I used was the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I'm pretty sure this is just in the shade like caramel or even medium brown. And yeah, all I'm just doing is like swirling like little dots all over my like cheek area and on my nose, and that's literally all I did. Oh, and then I did go in with a Marc Jacobs eyeliner as well, just to make some of the freckles a little bit darker. So that is the final look done. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I loved filming this. I love how it turned out. So I hope you guys did as well. Don't forget to like this video if you did and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.